Better late than never, I always say. 4:33 p.m. on Wednesday, January 29th, 20 and the 25. And you know which calendar that's on. Hey, look at this, folks. What do you say there? New all-timer, new all-time high 129, 2.613. 2.613. Even accounting for the $50,000 that I removed from the account to buy physical silver. Let's get physical, physical. Oh. One of the viewers of the channel, Larry, said I shouldn't sing anymore. And I get it. You're right, Larry. I shouldn't sing anymore. But you know what? I just can't help it. Just can't help it. So, as I was saying, even without doing the math, without accounting for the $50,000 that I removed to buy physical silver, and then carted it over to my bank into the safety deposit box. It looks like the all-time record was 2.609, and that was with that 50,000. And now without it, we're still beating that. We're at 2.613 as of this moment. So very nice. And we've got our $42 calls for TMF on the board. And hey, they may be threatened. Tomorrow is Thursday. Maybe, maybe not. But I'll be happy if these calls are threatened. I'm not going to let them be called away. I'll roll that just like I did the AGQ. Sold those calls yesterday a little bit early. I didn't realize that. I knew silver would probably have a little bit of a positive move this morning, but I thought it was going to get beat down after Jay Powell spoke, and it did. It went down, but then it went right back up. So I did roll the AGQ, got a 130 covered call contracts. Did you see right here? We just sold them yesterday at $39, collected $3,900, and then we rolled them out and up, added another dollar bill to the total, and another $2,600 in premium right into the My Little Pony Velcro wallet. So what's that? $6,500 in premium. I'll take it. I will take that all day, every day, and twice on the Sunday. And that thing is up $5,200, 29.63%. But this could be getting threatened because now I've extended it all the way out another week to February 7th. The rest of them still pretty much red except for the $25 SLV leaps, which are now up $5,800. So we'll be keeping an eye on all these because they will all be green very soon. And there it is, just two positions on the board. And TMF were only $18,000 underwater. And AGQ, those purchases that we made on Monday, it's trying to make me look smart. That's hard to do too. It is very difficult to make me look smart, but that's what AGQ is trying to do here. Look at those purchases. Hello. Bought that thing all the way down to 35.48, and now it's trading at what, around, it's back up over $39. And our average position 35.75. We've got $42,360 in total return on the position. And even if we just let them ride and called away at 40, there's still another $13,000 left on the bone between the 39 and the 40 that we have those covered calls sold at. Refresh that screen real quick. And so that was the only thing we did today was just rolled that AGQ covered call. But we got the all-timer on the board, all-time high, 2.6. Oh, whoa. Oh, there it is. Confusing myself. Let's go to the charts. I did have, in the last two videos, some very good questions asked by viewers, by my special friends. and I'm going to address those questions all tomorrow. But excellent questions, and I appreciate those. Keep them coming. Anything and everything you want to ask me, I'm going to answer, and I'm going to answer those authentically with transparency, and the only thing I know to do. Okay, charts. Let's take a look at some charts. Wait a minute. Oh yeah. Wait a minute. Don't avert your eyes. Avert your eyes. Let's start at the beginning here. This is silver. This is spot silver. Still looking for wave 1 to finish. We got a little meandering going on. It's played very nicely, very nicely. But we still have some work to do. We'll get up there sooner rather than later. But I would expect on Friday to be a little shenanigans going on with the cartel. They're going to try to take silver, gold, and the miners down because they will be fighting tooth and nail to hold on to their manipulation. But that squeeze is coming soon, and a squeeze could easily happen on a Friday. That's typically when it will happen. So if it's going up violently, which we would call amazingly, then we know the squeeze is on. We'll talk about it when it happens. This is spot as well. Breakout is here. We're holding the breakout, which is making the cartel very upset. But we don't care because they're greedy scumbags that manipulate for their own dollar pleasures, and they never, ever, I shouldn't say ever. JP Morgan had a huge fine a few years ago of like over $300 million when they were caught manipulating silver. They could catch all of them every week if they wanted to. So here's what we're looking at. A, B, C up to, because silver's been moving in three wave patterns, which means it's a diagonal. I moved this box over from yesterday because it is played right into the fib pattern, but we're looking for this. I know it looks like a big box on the screen, but it's really only from like 32.71 up to 34.31, and it's based on the Sweet 100 and the 1.618 extensions. So that's what we'll be looking for, and we will get those and more very soon. Gold. I think I started to work on this. I took all the other graffiti off, but obviously did not continue to work on it. And you see our breakout is sustained. That is amazing. I expected a bigger pullback today, and we didn't get it, which is very promising for the future of our precious metals. I mean, can we count that? We'll see what goes on Friday. I mean, tomorrow we could have the beginning of manipulation, but I won't expect it until Friday. But I was targeting a move back down. We got it, but then it went right back up. Hello, which is excellent. So, when was this? That's today. I thought the B was in place. Obviously not. The B was all the way up here now. I still think we're getting a C. That should be around the A equals C scenario. So we'll be watching that in GDX. If we get that, then I'm definitely going to be going long in GDX, possibly even with some call options. Because if you feel, and really nobody should ever buy options, but a lot of people do. I enjoy selling them more, but you can make some serious cake when you buy it, when you are right about the direction. Excuse me. Looks like we're still trying the challenge. Hold on. Still trying to challenge that pivot. So we may get into that pivot in oil, and then we'll find out if it breaks through the pivot. Then look out below. But I think we should get this pivot and make another move up north. I should say not the only, probably the biggest downside to the price of oil is going to be Trump, because Trump, his slogan, drill baby drill, and he just put out a statement after The Fed did not lower the rate, didn't raise the rate, didn't lower the rate. And he basically said, look, I'm going to take over the fight against inflation. Typical Trump statement. And he said, we're going to be producing so much oil that it's going to be coming out of our ears, which of course will then bring the price down. And I'm all for this country being energy efficient. Absolutely. So we talked about this yesterday. We still want to see these things converge, the average with the RSI. So I still think we got, because that should turn the average down dramatically, because this RSI is going to turn back up shortly. TLT, oops, we did it again. But look what we did. We found that again and bounced off of it. That is a very bullish. I shouldn't say very bullish. That's bullish, but very promising to our thesis that we are still going to make some money in TLT. I'm doing it via the TMF. Target box still in play. Here's the yields spike up and then a nice move down, which is basically, so when the yields go down, TLT goes up. So it's essentially a canary in the coal mine. I need a different chart on TMF. I just don't like the cut of this one's jib. Still have a target of 50, but I think I might get some different action on here. I'll work on that in my own time. Bitcoin playing right into our hands of what we had yesterday. We had this on yesterday. It did this. We'll just move it over, because the timelines, and I've said this before, but I want to reiterate it. The timelines of these are not nearly as important of the actual moves within these fib channels. So we're getting it. We got all the way up to just about 105. I still think we got some action here. Still think we got another high going on as a local high coming soon. I don't think it'll be all timer. Should get 5 and then a corrective 3 and then head back up again. So that's what we'll be looking for. SPX, I would, if I was just to say, hey, tomorrow, red or green, I'm going to say green. But we're just fighting right through that channel, aren't we? But I don't think we're done yet. I do not think we're done. I think we're going to see 6,200 plus. Not like a blowout or not like a melt up, but I think 6,200 is still in the cards very soon for the S&P. Here's Uncle Russ. This is what we had on yesterday. Either put it on yesterday or the day before. As far as this ABC, it looks like we got it. Looks like we got it. Not only did we get it, but look what it's done since. Back up. So I'd be looking for Green Day tomorrow. Almost for sure for Uncle Russ. So Russell 2000, uranium. I got rid of the old chart, put up a new one. Just wanted to see what it looked like, because uranium to me, almost for sure this gap is going to be filled sooner rather than later. As soon as tomorrow, it'll start to make that trek. I think this target for the third wave is going to be between 3284 and, what is this? We'll call it 34, but it could be a little north of 34. So based on the early action, or I should say, I'll probably be watching uranium all day tomorrow. And if we get another move like this, because I was watching it here and I didn't have the guts, because I was still thinking Powell was going to try to wreck us. And I shouldn't say Powell. The reaction to Powell is going to try to wreck us. But I think that this local low is in. It would be very surprising to me if we revisit that number anytime soon. But right through here, I was watching that. I should have made a move, because look at that green candle right there. I could have caught that. Don't trade everything, though. I used to do that because, my long storied trading career, it's 2 years now. And I'm basically, according to the book I'm reading right now, which if I had my phone in front of me, I'd tell you. In fact, I'm going to pause 1 second. Where can I pause from? So that's uranium. You see that? Let's go back here and let me pause 1 second. Okay, the book is Mastering the Trade by John F. Carter. Proven techniques for profiting from intraday and swing trading setups. So far, so good. It's been really good. And the biggest thing, my biggest takeaway in my first 2 years of trading is 100%, like by far, the number one top, if you were to create a top 10 list of things to know about trading and being a trader, psychology is by far number one. How do you react in stressful trading situations? And that will go a long way to whether you're going to be profitable long term or not. And in the beginning, again, I didn't know what I was doing. So, any downturn was like making my butt stink. Now it's like it's given. It's always going to go down your position. But if you're right, it's then going to go up. And you've seen me do it over and over and over again. I get in too early and I get out too early. But I live to trade another day. And as you saw yesterday, I'm fine with taking profit. I'm fine with it. And because I've got the one superpower, I have two superpowers, but one is, and they're both excellent for trading. One is I don't suffer from FOMO, so I don't have the fear of missing out gene or whatever you would call that. So when I take profit early, I'm fine with it. I move on to the next trade because there's always going to be another. Then the other superpower, in case you're new, is I never get bored. And believe me, that's a superpower. So that's that. Thanks for checking in. Tomorrow, I will address all of those brilliant questions that I've received over the last couple of videos. Hope you are doing well. Hope your family's doing well. Hope your trading is doing well. Like, subscribe, comment, share with a lovable friend, and I will see you in the next video.